Good morning, and thanks for joining me once again for another mindful moment. Yesterday, we talked about letting go of complaints, about allowing the good all around us inspire us. There's so much that goes on in our lives that is just absolutely wonderful if we take time to recognize that. And we touched on the point that what I attend to becomes my reality, what I'm paying attention to. I mean, that is the life that I'm experiencing, and I can be attending to things that I don't like, and I'll be dissatisfied. I can be attending to the things that are just wondrous around me, and my friendships, and the food I mean, so forth. And I'll have a very different experience. What I attend to becomes my reality, it's my experience. Well, today I'd like to also bring to mind that how I attend to something has a huge impact on my state of being, on my experience, and how I'm living my life. One of the key points that I think is found in just about every wisdom tradition is the understanding that the events in our lives are really not the source of the happiness and joy in our lives. It's how we perceive and respond to them, the meaning that we bring to them, that really determines our experience of them. The best day of our lives, the worst day of our lives, it's a wonderful day, it's a good day, it's a bad day, whatever that is for us, has less to do with the actual events themselves as opposed to how I perceive them, the meaning that I bring to them, my attitudes about them, and heck, whether or not I had enough sleep last night. So understanding this, we actually get to realize that we have a lot to do with the best day of our life, a meaningful day in our lives, a terrible day in our lives. Because the day itself is filled with more events than we can even imagine or remember. How many interactions we had, whether somebody smiled, our walk to work, or how many times we were surprised or felt anxious. All of these things happen in a day. And when we say we had a great day or a terrible day, that might have been one thing that happened in that day out of 100 things that happened that day. The meaning, purpose, and perspective that I bring into my day is really the determinant factor about how these events affect me. And understanding this empowers us to really work with and know that I have a lot to do with whether I have a great day or not. And that doesn't mean things will happen that are good. It doesn't mean that, yeah, I'm going to be perky today, so I'll feel happy. It means that I understand that how I shift my perspective, how I attend to what's happening, has an influence on it. So we're still going to feel sad, we're still going to feel challenged, but we're also going to know that those are temporary moments and that there'll be new moments that arise. So today's mindful moment is really an invitation to try out when something is difficult or challenging today. See if you can alter your perspective of it. Create a new attitudes towards it. So, for example, being stuck in traffic. Many people get stuck in traffic. Yeah, I can be stuck in traffic and it could be stressful. I could also bring to mind that I'm not stuck in traffic. I am traffic. I'm traffic for a lot of other people. And that I have a car. And that I have somewhere to go. And that we're all trying to go somewhere together. Now just shifting that perspective, that it's the same event. But your experience is going to be different. That annoying customer at work. Well, that's the reason you have a job, because there's customers or clients. And that job allows us to live the life that we have. So today, I'm going to invite you to work with attitudes and perspectives. as you engage in your day, see if when you're challenged in some way, if you can't just bring a bigger perspective, see about another attitude, maybe be curious about it. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me today, and let's bring some perspective into today's day, a day that will never come again. That's a good perspective to have. A day that will never come again. How do I want to live it? What's the meaning and purpose I want to bring to it? All right, be well. I look forward to chatting with you tomorrow.